Welcome to the Checkout Point, your quick dive into this week's e-commerce buzz with me, Alex, powered by Blicket. These 20 minutes pack the latest trends, news, and insights. Let's navigate the digital marketplace together. Ready? Let's go!
Hello and welcome back to the Checkout Point by Blicket.co, your weekly dive into the whirlwind world of e-commerce. I'm your host, Max, and you're tuning into our 6th episode, packed with the latest e-commerce trends, news, and strategies designed specifically for marketers, managers, and founders. Today, we're breaking down 8 dynamically different segments for you in just 20 minutes. So, let's get straight into it. First up, we're exploring the vast and vibrant world of artificial intelligence. From handling phone calls to reshaping e-commerce and redefining search engines, AI is more than a tool. It's a game changer. We'll delve into how this technology enhances efficiency and the new challenges it brings, including concerns about privacy and ethics. And then, we're untangling the intricate web of international tariffs. The focus is on recent implementations and their dual role as protectors and provocateurs in the global economy. We'll look at how actions against Chinese online retailers and rippling geopolitical reactions, like Ontario's alcohol strategy, are reshaping international relationships and trade dynamics. Followed later by a deep dive into a sensational financial phenomenon: the overnight surge of Bitcoin to $99,000. What triggered this eye-popping climb? We'll connect the dots back to global politics, particularly the U.S. delay on Mexican tariffs, and investigate how these political maneuvers impact the digital currency markets. Also on today's list, we take a closer look at Amazon and some groundbreaking updates that are stirring the pot in e-commerce operations. From emergency contact verification for sellers to revolutionary tools launched to enhance online selling and customer service. Not to mention, UPS's dramatic cut on its Amazon dealings. What does this mean for future logistics and shipping strategies? Next, we navigate the transformation in cross-border e-commerce. Tiny enterprises are now stepping boldly onto the global stage. From dealing with Northern Ireland's post-Brexit economy to managing last-mile delivery challenges and leveraging fast payment technologies, we'll see how these businesses are not just surviving but thriving globally. Make sure to stay tuned, as we have even more intriguing segments lined up for you today, each packed with insights and strategies that could revolutionize the way you view and handle your e-commerce challenges. Thanks for joining me, Max, here at the Checkout Point. Let's get started and sail through these waves of e-commerce evolution together. Imagine picking up your phone, tapping a few times, and then setting it down, knowing that an AI assistant will handle calling a business for you, whether it's to book an appointment, reserve a table at a restaurant, or even inquire about store hours. This isn't a peek into a far-off future. It's happening right now. Google has rolled out this innovative AI phone assistant, making tedious calls something the AI can handle for you. What does this mean for us, and how does it change our interaction with technology? We're steering towards a world where artificial intelligence isn't just an aid, but a central component of our everyday tasks. But the changes don't stop there. Let's pivot to another dynamic field transformed by AI: e-commerce. The digital backbone of shopping, e-commerce has undergone radical changes thanks to artificial intelligence. It's reshaping how supply chains operate, cutting down delays, predicting trends, and even managing inventories in real time. This means that the next time you order something online, AI systems are working behind the scenes to ensure that your package arrives faster and with more accuracy than ever before. And with AI, we're not just talking about physical goods. Digital content is also experiencing an upheaval. Take, for instance, the vast databases of internet information, search engines. AI overhauls in search engine algorithms now mean that the results you see are more tailored, more relevant, and, incredibly, are predicted based on massive data analytics. This doesn't just alter what we find, but also how we access information. The implications here are enormous, from educational resources becoming more accessible to making informed decisions with greater ease. Each of these examples paints a broader picture. AI isn't just a tool we use. It's becoming a ubiquitous, integral part of how our society functions. It paves the way for efficiencies we previously only dreamed of and opens doors to possibilities that were once theoretical. But as we integrate AI further into our lives, it also raises important questions about privacy, ethics, and even what our role as humans will be in an increasingly automated world. As we ponder on these changes, it's crucial to engage with these technologies mindfully and critically. Understanding AI's impact helps us navigate its challenges and harness its vast potential responsibly. So, as we step further into this digitized era, let's keep exploring, questioning, and learning about these fascinating advancements. In the world of international trade, tariffs often play the role of both protectors and provocateurs. Understanding how tariffs influence the global market can be likened to a high-stakes chess game, where every move can shift the power balance and stir significant consequences. Today, we're diving into the intriguing complexities of tariffs and their impact on trade, particularly looking at some recent decisions made during Trump's administration. Let's start with understanding exactly what a tariff is. It's essentially a tax imposed by a government on goods and services imported from other countries. The idea is to make these imported goods more expensive, thus making domestically produced items more competitive in pricing. Simple, right? But the ripple effects can be widespread. Take, for example, the specific tariffs imposed targeting the trade loophole widely used by Chinese online retailers like Temu and Shein. These platforms had managed to skirt typical trade taxes through a certain loophole, allowing them to offer incredibly low prices on goods sold directly to international consumers. The introduction of targeted tariffs aimed to close this loophole, leveling the playing field for domestic businesses. But while this might sound like a win for local industry, it introduces a series of questions and challenges. How do consumers react to suddenly inflated prices? And what is the response from the international community and these directly impacted foreign companies? In another move, after these tariffs came into effect, Ontario responded by deciding to remove U.S. alcohol from its shelves. This reaction underscores a significant aspect of international tariffs. They don't happen in a vacuum. They can trigger retaliatory actions, leading to a tit-for-tat scenario where multiple industries find themselves caught in the crossfire. In this case, it wasn't just the targeted sectors that felt the impact, but entirely unrelated industries like alcohol producers. Moreover, when Trump issued tariffs on not just China, but also neighbors and trade partners like Canada and Mexico, it threw another layer of complexity into the North American economic relationships. These countries have deeply intertwined supply chains and economic dependencies. Tariffs can disrupt these relationships, complicating everything from production to delivery in industries across the board. Reflecting on these examples, it's clear that the theoretical benefits of protecting domestic businesses with tariffs need to be weighed against the real-world impact on consumers and other domestic industries potentially hurt by retaliatory measures. Every tariff introduced is a kind of gamble, one that can provoke international pushback and affect global economic relations. The story of tariffs in international trade is a vivid example of how globalized our world is. Decisions made in one country ripple across oceans, affecting economies and everyday people worldwide. It's a powerful reminder of our interconnectedness and the careful diplomacy required to navigate these waters. So, as we wrap up today's segment, it's worth pondering how such economic strategies shape not just market dynamics, but also international relations. How do we find the right balance that promotes fair trade without sparking unintended consequences? A thought-provoking question indeed, and perhaps that's the real challenge facing policymakers around the world today. Imagine this. You wake up one morning, check your phone, and see that Bitcoin has skyrocketed to $99,000. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it recently became a reality when the US government decided to delay tariffs on Mexico. But why would government tariffs have anything to do with Bitcoin prices? It's a curious relationship that highlights how global politics and financial markets, including the burgeoning world of cryptocurrencies, are deeply intertwined. Let's break it down. Tariffs are taxes imposed by one country on the goods and services imported from another country. When the US delays these tariffs, it generally signals a more stable economic outlook, which investors love: less trade tension, more stability. And it appears that investors turn to Bitcoin as a safe haven, pushing its price upwards. It's fascinating to see how Bitcoin, once just a niche digital curiosity, has positioned itself as a player on the global financial stage. Now, hopping across the pond to the UK, where Coinbase, a major player in the crypto market, just got the green light as a registered crypto firm. This isn't just a tick in a box for Coinbase, it's a milestone. It means they're now the largest registered crypto company in the UK. This approval, known as VASP, or Virtual Asset Service Provider, is significant because it signifies trust and compliance with financial regulations. In a world where the Wild West image still haunts the crypto space, achieving such regulatory milestones is crucial for companies like Coinbase to attract more users who need that extra bit of reassurance before diving into the world of crypto. Speaking of milestones, let's talk about Tesla. Yes, the electric car giant, which also dabbles quite seriously in the world of cryptocurrency. They recently posted a whopping $600 million profit from Bitcoin alone. This came after a change in the rules about digital assets. This surge in profit from their Bitcoin investment tells us multiple stories. The growing acceptance of Bitcoin as a viable asset on corporate balance sheets, and the significant impact regulatory environments have on the crypto space. It's a powerful reminder of how companies like Tesla are not only innovators in technology, but are also reshaping how businesses engage with digital currencies. So, what does all this mean for you, the listener? Whether you're a seasoned investor, a crypto enthusiast, or just crypto curious, these developments offer valuable insights. They show the growing integration of cryptocurrency with traditional financial markets and highlight the importance of regulatory frameworks. As these narratives unfold, they not only impact the wallets of investors, but also shape the broader discussions about the future of money and investment in our increasingly digital world. It's truly an exhilarating time to be watching this space. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are not just digital tokens of value. They are becoming significant players in the financial narratives of countries and companies worldwide. As we keep our eyes on these developments, let's ponder on the potential and challenges that lie ahead in the ever-evolving narrative of digital finance. Remember, each piece of news not only represents numbers and policies, but also the changing tides of technology, economy, and indeed, our very society. End of segment. Imagine this. You're a seller on Amazon, your online store bustling with customers from all around the globe. Suddenly, there's an urgent need to contact you, but your contact information isn't verified. Enter Amazon's latest update. Now, sellers must verify their emergency contact numbers. It's a small step, but think about the big implications on the seamless operation and safety in e-commerce transactions. This initiative isn't just about keeping things running smoothly. It's also a move towards greater accountability and security in the digital marketplace. Now, let's shift gears and talk about some exciting innovations in the e-commerce world that were unveiled on January 30th, 2025. The digital market scene is buzzing with new tools designed to make online selling more efficient and, yes, more enjoyable. These tools aren't just about flashy new features. They represent a deeper understanding of the challenges and needs of modern online businesses and consumers alike. From advanced analytics that predict purchasing trends to AI-driven customer service bots that handle inquiries with startling empathy and precision. The toolbox for e-commerce entrepreneurs is growing richer and more sophisticated. But here's a twist in the tale. UPS, a major logistics player, has decided to cut its Amazon volume by more than 50%. At first, this may sound like a shockwave pulsing through the e-commerce realm, but let's unpack it. This decision opens up discussions about market competition and the dependency on major carriers. It nudges other businesses and startups to innovate and diversify their logistics strategies, potentially leading to improved services and maybe even cost-effective shipping options for you and me, the end consumers. Each of these stories, whether it's about tightening up on seller verification or the unveiling of cutting-edge e-commerce tools or significant shifts in logistic partnerships, paints a larger picture of an ever-evolving landscape where technology impacts how we sell, buy, and interact with the online marketplace. So next time you click that Buy Now button, or you list a new product on your online store, think about the intricate tapestry of innovations and regulations that make those transactions possible. E-commerce isn't just about exchanging goods. It's about crafting a dynamic ecosystem that adapts, evolves, and thrives thanks to technological advancement and strategic decision-making. Keep an eye on these changes. They're not just shaping the online marketplaces, but are also setting the tone for global commerce in the digital age. Imagine this, a small business, maybe like the one that your neighbor runs, crafting handmade jewelry or your favorite local bakery. Now think about them selling their products not just here, but across the globe. This is the magic of cross-border e-commerce, a phenomenon that's really reshaping how small companies operate and changing the dynamics of global commerce. It's fascinating to see how even the smallest businesses can now reach customers at the farthest corners of the earth, thanks to advancements like digital payment systems. Let's zoom into Northern Ireland, an intriguing focal point in the tapestry of international trade due to its unique position between the UK and the EU post-Brexit. This region has become a strategic hub. Being a gateway for businesses in both territories, it highlights the intricate dance of fulfillment and logistics. Essentially, with the right strategy, businesses can leverage positions like these for smoother and faster distribution channels, making goods accessible across borders with reduced hassle and time. It's like playing Tetris, but with shipping containers and customs regulations. But, of course, it's not all smooth sailing. Shift your attention to the tale of UPS SurePost. They recently split from the U.S. Postal Service, stirred by concerns about costs and service quality. This move speaks volumes about the ongoing stresses and strains in the logistics sector, particularly in the realm of last-mile delivery, that crucial final step in getting products from a local depot into your hands, the customer. Last-mile delivery is crucial, and any inefficiency there can add significant delays and costs, which can be a real game changer in how satisfied you are with your purchase. And what about payment systems? Remember that small business we were imagining? Let's say they're ready to ship a beautiful piece of jewelry to Italy or freshly baked cookies to Canada. Thanks to technologies enabling faster payments, such transactions can now occur swiftly and more securely. Quicker payment processes enhance trust and satisfaction among consumers, which is foundational in fostering international trade relations and business growth. Faster payments remove the friction once associated with international transactions, where delays once deterred some businesses from crossing borders. So, what does this all mean for us, and why should we care? Well, in the grand tapestry of global commerce, every thread counts. As more businesses stitch their unique patterns into the fabric of international markets, the economic implications are vast. Jobs can be created not just locally, but globally. Cultures intermingle more through the exchange of goods, and markets become more intertwined, which can lead to more resilient global links. This global marketplace is not just for the big players anymore. It's becoming the playground of every business, big or small, with the ambition to reach beyond their local horizons. Every time a small business makes a sale abroad, it's a small victory for diversification and competition, which ultimately benefits us all. So, next time you buy something that comes from another country, think about the incredible network of systems, businesses, and people that made it possible for that product to reach your doorstep. Cross-border e-commerce isn't just about buying and selling. It's about connectivity, opportunity, and pushing boundaries one transaction at a time. Hey everyone, that's a wrap on today's episode of The Checkout Point by Blicket.co. You've been tuning in with me, Max, and we've just covered all the groundbreaking e-commerce news and insights for week number 6. Thanks so much for joining me today. We kicked things off by exploring how artificial intelligence is drastically changing everything from simple daily tasks to major business operations and even disrupting usual privacy and ethical norms. We also tackled the tangled web of international tariffs and their impacts on global trade dynamics, and looked into the dramatic rise of Bitcoin due to some surprising geopolitical moves. In addition, we discussed major shifts in e-commerce operations, prompted by new policies at Amazon and groundbreaking new tech tools. And lastly, we ventured into the global expansion of small businesses in the sprawling terrain of cross-border e-commerce. Remember, you can catch up on any segments you might have missed and dive deeper into today's topics by visiting our website at blicket.co for additional resources and more detailed information. Make sure you tune in next week for another episode of The Checkout Point, where we'll continue to bring you the latest in e-commerce trends, news, and strategies. It's an exciting time in the world of e-commerce, and we promise to keep you updated with the freshest insights and impactful strategies. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and check out blicket.co for all your e-commerce needs. Thanks once again for listening, and I'll catch you next week on The Checkout Point by Blicket.co. Take care, everyone.